Shame TV's Watch Your Host, you know who it is. I want you to get a good look at this picture. And yes, it is what you think you see. Saneters' grand pupil. His grand pupil. Let's get into it.
Ali Muhammad, where the fuck you at, Ali? I heard you did a goddamn live stream the other day, and you couldn't even get 50 people in your live stream. Because it was no unity. See that? We had the power in our hands to wake up the world. But we destroyed it. Pharaoh said he comes along. We need to break off. We can do this on our own.
Now I want you guys to listen to each word he says. We had the power to wake up the world. We had the power to wake up the world. Now, those of us who know after what we call the aftermath of 102, whatever it is, Black News, all that shit. We know that a lot of us who did know about you and know about Sarnetta was because we did believe that you guys had the power to at least attempt to wake up the world. But you didn't. You did just what I just showed Polite doing. Outside on a poolside resort with socks on and slippers, looking like an ass clown, surrounded by the people that religiously on this platform they've called the enemy. But you did have the power to wake up the world, and you chose to do the opposite. Anytime you hear these brothers that I even go at sometimes, like the Jada Blacks of the world and all these people who say shit like, oh, you pro-blacks this, you pro-blacks that. Though they're wrong, because you need to use you need to use other verbiage, nigga. You can't keep saying that. This just sounds horrible. But the point of it all is that you niggas is the type of dudes he's talking about. You are the type of people who turn people off from being one with their culture and one with their people. Because we turn to your platform and all we hear is community this, and we're going to do this, do that. Yo, none of you niggas is about none of that in real life. You are about fame and stardom and whatever resources and or money you could get from that. But you heard him say it. We had the power to wake up the world. Why didn't you?
Now when they see that they can't do it on our own, when the last time you heard Seti say, I'm booked, bitch? We're in the hot. Huh? When the last time Seti been booked? The reason you was booked, because, nigga, I was promoting you niggas. Huh? Jack.
That's true.
Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want to say about me. But goddamn it, I had this shit popping. I had it rocking. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Look at it there. Because everybody thought that they could go their own way and make this shit pop. Look at my brother Shaka Ho. He doing his own thing. Shout out to Shaka. We ain't got no beef, but look at my brother D. He's doing his own thing. Trying to do what they do. Shout out to him. More power to you. Look at Reggie. So prove that you're Kimmy. What we can do is prove that we are out.
Now, before I continue on to the topic, as a side note to Zariak, I'd like you to take that same attitude, the same smoke you got on your face, the same arrogance, and ask yourself to prove that you are a Hebrew Israelite, descendant of Dan, or what's the other ones? David, etc. All these fucking Hebrew people. I want you to prove that. I want you to first tell me, before you tell me that you know that you're a descendant of, I want you to first tell me who your mother's father's grandmother's mother's father's grandmother, and her grandfather's father. But the point is, continuing on, you see the way that he's talking shit about Reggie and Pharaohs and Setis and the Shaka Moses is because he needs them. This right here, Tazariak versus Reggie. Sanetta needs that on his platform. He does not have a platform where he comes out and speaks to you about anything. So when he brings and or presents anything on his platform, it's going to be someone else talking. So what he's trying to say is this. Don't go out and branch off on your own. You need me. Really what he's saying is don't go out and branch off on your own. I need you. I need all of you to come back so I can act like I'm the king of consciousness again. But it's too late. All the people that have been identified as frauds and or scammers, aka pro-black scammers, all come from Sanetta's platform. From Young Pharaoh to the SOS saga, debacle, scammery, fuckery, and lying and taking GoFundMe gate, etc. All the way to the Polites of the world, where for us to start talking about Polite's fuckery, we need 20 to 30 more hours. Okay? All of them. The scamming that comes from Red Pill, Blue Pill, with people sending them money upwards to $20,000 and they're never receiving anything. The Garfields of the world running around trying to sell people shit, but he can't show anywhere where he's fixed anybody's credit, not let alone anybody else's credit. He can't show you where he fixed his own. The Prince Yorks, all these people, down to the most despicable of them all, the Hassan Campbells of the world. All these people came through Sanetta's platform. Every last one of them. So now he's going out talking shit about him when Shaka Amos can really stand on his own. He really does not require Sanetta to basically put up a fucking camera and speak information that he's gathered over his life. But Sanetta knows that he needs him back. He knows he cannot joust with anybody about the Bible, about anything historical. He can't do, which is what his platform is based upon. Sanetta's platform was big enough to wake up a lot of people in our community. Sanetta's platform was big enough to make sure that if you was a fraud, a real fraud, that he could expose you and be out with you and the community could be done with you. He did none of those things. He protected Polite. He protected the Boyce Watkins of the world. He protected all these people. He knew that people were going to Red Pill and Blue Pill for shirts and sending them money and not getting that shit. He knew that Polite was straight up scamming people, like from the word go, scamming people. The only reason he spoke on Pharaoh is because Pharaoh dissed him and didn't want to be his boyfriend anymore. Now he's talking shit about Reggie and the rest of the world.
Look at Reggie. Look at Reggie. I don't hear nothing from these niggas no more. Why?
Why? Why? Because they were all coming from your platform. They all wanted to do their own thing and you shunned them. That's why. If Reggie was your man and Reggie started his own platform, why wouldn't you salute his platform, Sanetta? Why wouldn't you big that man up for trying to do something on his own? Why would you try to denigrate him and talk shit about him? Because that's what this shit is. Once YouTube and AdSense got involved, consciousness be damned. Information be damned. The point and goal of what you said you started it for, be damned. And when consciousness be damned and everything be damned, this is what you get. This is what the end result looks like. This is what it looks like. Shame TV East Watch. From Hassan Campbell, we would have never heard about this nigga if it wasn't for Saneters. To the Polites, to the Pharaoh scammer, young GoFundMe. All of these people come through this dude. Shaka Amos, this is a call to you, man. Do your own thing, bro. Actually put time in it, man. You could probably do a good job. But fucking with this nigga, man, you niggas look like fucking slobs. Shame TV East Watch, you know who it is. Peace.